I'm Brent Thompson of Thompson Aeronautical Limited, and in this video clip we're going to show you how to refinish a wooden aircraft propeller.
Usually when you're ready to refinish your wooden aircraft propeller, there'll be a few nicks and chips that you want to fill in. So first we're going to show you how to fill those in with epoxy, and then we're going to show you how to refinish the prop. First, sand the area that you're going to repair with 60 grit sandpaper. Then rub your fingers over the damaged area to make sure that it's smooth. Next, blow the dust off the damaged area with compressed air. Now take another careful look to see if you missed any damage. In our case, we did miss some damage, so it's 60 grit sandpaper to remove the rest of the damaged area. Now blow the dust off once more with compressed air, and you'll be ready for epoxy. We're going to use an epoxy that has a honey-like consistency, so there'll be a couple of tricks that you see here to keep it from flowing off the prop. First, drip the epoxy on the prop as shown. The idea is to get the epoxy deep enough so that the bubbles can float to the surface of the epoxy and be sanded out later. If you're worried about the epoxy flowing off the prop, you may want to put a piece of masking tape on as shown. You can make sort of a masking tape dam to keep the epoxy exactly where you want it. When you're satisfied that the epoxy won't flow off the prop, put it aside and let it cure. Come back later and take off the tape. Then, if you're confident about your skills with power tools, you can remove the excess epoxy as shown. Achoo! Just remember that if you sneeze while you're doing this, you can leave a far bigger gouge in the prop than you just filled in, so be careful. Then, it's on to a sanding block, first with 60 grit sandpaper, then with 120 grit sandpaper to smooth it out. Now, sanding your prop is not exactly the world's most exciting thing to do, so go over to your radio and turn on some of that official sanding music. And what exactly is official sanding music? Come on, everyone knows that. It's the blues. When it looks like this, switch to 400 grit and do the entire prop. You get extra points for sanding in time to the music. Be careful when you're sanding over a label that's been varnished, or you'll sand off the edges. Sand the area around the hub with sandpaper on your open hand. Hey, that wasn't so bad. When you're done, you may see some areas like this where you've accidentally sanded through the original layer of varnish. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. You'll give it a new coat soon enough. Now it's time to clean off your propeller. First with a dry paper towel, and then with a paper towel moistened with the type of thinner that you will be using to thin your varnish later on. This prop needs a sticker right about here that says Thompson Aeronautical. Next, give your prop a quick balance check to see if one blade has become heavier during the repair process.
And as you can see there, it's pretty close, but that blade's slightly heavier. So what I might do is put one more coat of varnish on this blade than that blade when I varnish it.
Next, use a tack cloth available from automotive paint supply stores to clean the remaining dust off the prop. Press lightly or the sticky material on the tack cloth will come off on the prop. A gravity-fed automotive spray gun like this one will work well. The idea is to put a series of 3 coats on, starting with a very light mist coat and finishing up with a final gloss coat. Leave about 15 minutes between each spraying session to give the varnish time to tack off. If you're not comfortable doing this job yourself, you can take it to a friend who might have the right setup. An auto body shop might also be willing to do this for you. If you're a talented painter, with a brush that is, it's possible to achieve good results with a brush and the right varnish materials. Notice how the second coat is beginning to have a little bit of a shine to it. And when you get to your third coat, it should look like this. Let the prop dry per the varnish manufacturer's directions, then check the balance once more, and you're done. For more information, visit thompson-aeronautical.com. arrow.com.